Hey there, snack and food aficionados! Welcome back! Have you ever wondered what's really going on behind the scenes with your favorite snacks? Well, you're in for a tasty surprise today, folks. From exploding Pop-Tarts to the dark secrets of Nutella, we've got a deliciously twisted journey through some of the weirdest food facts. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Coca-Cola, the drink that's refreshing and a little bit mysterious. You see, back in 1886, the drink was more than just a soda. It was also, shall we say, pick-me-up, thanks to a rather special ingredient. Yep, that's right. Coca-Cola originally contained cocaine. Heck, it's even in the name. Sure, it was legal back then, but it's safe to say your granddad wasn't just having a fizzy drink. He was having a party in a bottle. Grandpa was getting down. But don't worry, folks. By the early 1900s, they realized maybe addiction wasn't the best marketing plan. So they swapped the special ingredient for something a bit more, legal? Ever heard of the Twinkie defense? If not, you're in for a real treat. Back in 1979, a man claimed he couldn't be held responsible for his actions because he'd eaten too many Twinkies. Yep, you heard right. The defense argued that all that sugary goodness led to his depression, which apparently led him to commit a crime. The result? He got a reduced sentence. So next time you're munching on a Twinkie, just remember, it could lead to legal trouble. Potato chips, the snack we can't stop munching. But do you know how they came to be? Picture this, a grumpy chef, an unhappy customer, and a little bit of revenge. In 1853, George Crumb, a chef at a fancy New York resort, got fed up with a picky customer who complained his fries were too thick. So what did he do? He sliced those potatoes super thin, fried them till they were crispy, and sent them back to the customer, who loved them to George's surprise. And that's how the potato chip was born. Who knew that revenge could taste so good? Delicious, sweet, and salty revenge. Nutella, that hazelnut chocolate spread that makes breakfast feel special. But did you know that your morning indulgence could be linked to the destruction of rainforests? Yep, the palm oil used in Nutella's recipe is a huge driver of deforestation in Southeast Asia. While we were busy spreading Nutella on our toast, thousands of trees were getting chopped down to make way for palm oil plantations. So, while it's delicious, it's also a bit of a double-edged sword. Pringles, the snack you love to stack. But did you know these crispy delights aren't even really potatoes? Instead of being sliced, mashed-up potatoes are turned into a thick paste and pressed into shape. That's right, they're really potato paste chips. And it doesn't stop there. Pringles fought to not be classified as potato chips in court, claiming that their unique shape made them different. Why? Because potato chips were taxed higher. Those smart lawyers. So they were like, you know what? We're not even a potato chip. We're a crispy snack with a whole new definition. And they won. Next we have candy corn. Love it or hate it, it's everywhere come Halloween, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But did you know that candy corn's history is a bit more sinister than its overly sweet taste? It was originally made to be a gimmick. And it's been sticking around because, well, people still buy it, I guess? Created in the 1880s by the Wonderly Candy Company, candy corn was sold as a novelty item. And even though it's mostly disliked, it's stuck around, haunting us every October. Maybe it's cursed. Instant ramen, the savior of college students and the ultimate comfort food for anyone on a tight budget. But did you know that this humble bowl of noodles has roots in economic desperation? Back in 1958, Japanese inventor Momofuku Ando created instant ramen to solve a major problem: food scarcity. After the war, Japan was struggling to feed its population, so Ando came up with a quick, affordable solution. His answer? Noodles that could be made in minutes and sold to the masses. Instant ramen became so popular that it turned into a global phenomenon. So, the next time you slurp those noodles, remember, you're not just filling your stomach, you're tapping into decades of economic history. Pop-Tarts. They're quick, they're convenient, and sometimes they explode. Okay, not literally explode. But if you've ever toasted one and watched it erupt with gooey filling, you know what I mean. So, what's going on? Well, it's all about the design. The filling is under pressure during the toasting process, and if you don't let it cool down, that sweet filling can burst out at you. Kind of like an unscheduled snack attack. Now, I'm not saying Pop-Tarts are dangerous, but maybe be careful when you bite into one. You wouldn't want your snack to leave you with burned fingers and an emergency cleanup. Ah, the Snickers bar. A chocolatey, nutty, caramel-filled treat that's been satisfying hunger cravings for decades. But did you know that Snickers, like many snacks, has a twisted history? Snickers was first introduced in 1930 by the Mars Company, but it wasn't always about satisfying your sweet tooth. At first, it was marketed as a sustaining snack to keep people energized, almost like a power bar for the Depression era. Because, let's face it, if you're going to survive hard times, you might as well have something that tastes good, right? But the real twist came in the 90s when Snickers rebranded themselves with the tagline, "You're not you when you're hungry." And suddenly, everyone was transforming into their grumpy alter egos, only to be magically fixed by a candy bar. Could a Snickers really solve all our problems? Well, maybe. If we stopped fighting over the last one in the candy aisle, gummy bears. Those sweet, squishy little critters that have been a childhood favorite for decades. But did you know that there's more to these little guys than just their chewy texture? Gummy bears were invented in the 1920s in Germany by a man named Hans Riegel. Originally, they were based on a traditional German candy called the dancing bear, hence the bear shape. But did you know they weren't always the sweet little guys you know and love? They were once very similar in texture to jelly beans. Over time, they evolved into the gummies we all love and know. If you liked this video, please subscribe and hit that like button, and we will see you again next time.